Before Hydra. Before Japan's eight-headed serpent. Before the monsters you grew up fearing, there was Xiangliu, China's nine-headed serpent, written down over 2,000 years ago in a book called The Classic of Mountains and Seas. He is older than almost every monster in the Western imagination. And yet, almost no one outside China has heard his name. Today, that changes. Imagine a serpent with 9 heads, and every single head is a human face. That is Xiangliu. In the ancient text, his body is a serpent, and it is green, snake-bodied and azure. He coils upon himself like a living whirlpool. And because he has 9 heads, he can feed across 9 mountains at once, devouring the land from every direction. 9 heads. 9 human faces. 1 green serpent body, coiled like a living whirlpool. The Classic of Mountains and Seas doesn't describe him as a cartoon villain. It describes him as something vast, a creature whose very movement reshapes the earth. When Xiangliu passes through, the text says, the ground becomes marsh and stream. Where he vomits or presses down, bitter, uninhabitable swamps appear, and no beast can survive. This is not a small monster in a cave. This is a force of nature. Here is a puzzle the ancient text leaves us. In one chapter, the chapter on the lands beyond the north, he is called Xiangliu. In another chapter, the chapter on the great wilderness, he is called Xiangliu. Same monster. 2 names. So which is right? The scholar Guopu, writing in the 3rd century, solved it neatly. He wrote, Xiangliu, it is just a shift in pronunciation. Xiangliu and Xiangliu are one and the same beast. The 2 chapters are describing the same event from slightly different oral traditions. This matters, because the 2 versions complete each other. One tells us his body is green. The other tells us he coils upon himself and feeds on 9 soils. Together, they give us the full picture of a 9-headed, green, coiling serpent who served the god of water. Xiangliu was not alone. He served a master, Gonggong, the god of water. And here is the part most people miss. In ancient China, the snake was the water god. To control water was to control the serpent. So when the classics speak of a 9-headed water serpent, they are speaking, in code, about a great engineer of the flood. Gonggong and Xiangliu fought the flood by blocking it, building walls and dams to hold the water back. On the other side stood you, who would become known as you the Great, and you fought the flood by channeling it, cutting paths for the water to flow away. Block, or let it flow. 2 strategies. 2 tribes. And behind the myth of a monster, historians now see something older, a war between rival engineers over how to save a drowning world. Then came you the Great. And you killed Xiangliu. But killing him was only the beginning. The text tells us what happened next, and it is strange. Where Xiangliu's blood touched the earth, nothing could grow. The land turned poisonous. You tried to bury the cursed ground, he piled earth upon it. But the text says he did this 3 times, and 3 times the earth caved back in. 3 fillings, 3 sinkings. So you changed his plan. He dug a great pool, and on the land he raised a towering terrace, the terrace of the many gods, to seal what remained, far to the north of Kunlun. Think about that image, a poisoned landscape that will not stay buried, and a monument built on top of it. The ancients were describing something they could not fully explain, and they explained it with a monster's blood. Now step back, and look at the world. Xiangliu is not alone in the human imagination. From Babylon's Tiamat, to Greece's Hydra, to Japan's 8-headed serpent, ancient peoples across the world dreamed the same nightmare, a many-headed snake of the waters. Why? Scholars suggest the 9 heads are not random. A river in flood splits into many channels, 9 being the ancient Chinese way of saying countless. To slay the many-headed serpent was to master the many-branched flood. And beware one confusion, Xiangliu is often mixed up with another Chinese monster, Jiuying, who breathes fire and water and eats people. But Jiuying is a different beast. Xiangliu's own text never says he ate anyone. The nightmare was shared. The details were local. But what if Xiangliu was never a monster? Look at the evidence again. The text never says he ate people, the detail belongs to Jiuying. And that poisoned, barren land? Some historians now wonder if it was Yu's own victory that ruined the earth, salting it, perhaps, after destroying a rival's waterworks and then blaming the dead serpent for the wasteland. The scholar Gu Zhigang and the doubting antiquities school argued it outright. Yu's side was elevated into a dragon god, while Gonggong and Xiangliu were dragged down into a nine-headed demon. The losers of an ancient water war were rewritten as monsters. Because history, as always, is written by the winners. So which Xiangliu is real? The demon of the ancient text or the tragic hero of a hit TV drama, where today he dies for love, brave and loyal to the end? Maybe the real serpent was never the beast. Maybe it was the story we told about him. From a green nine-headed serpent in a 2,000-year-old book, to a heartthrob on screens across Asia, Xiangliu survived. And so did the flood he once ruled. Next time, we'll meet another creature of the classic of mountains and seas. Until then, question the monster. And question the storyteller.